Hey guys, welcome to the 125th C# tutorial that I'm making for the new Boston. And in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to have multiple colors in your linear gradient brush. So for this tutorial, you're going to need to have a panel, and then when the user clicks on your panel, you're just going to want to have a new linear gradient brush be created. And the colors in here really don't matter. We're going to be changing those. And you're just going to want to have new graphics be created for your panels so that we have some place to draw. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to want to do is create a new color blend. So we're just going to type right here, color blend. I'll call it CB and set it equal to a new color blend. And inside of this color blend class is where we're going to be storing all the colors that we're going to be using in our linear gradient brush and the positions that those colors will be in the actual gradient. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is set the colors that we're going to be using. So we're just going to use the colors property, and we have to set that equal to a color array. So we're just going to create a new color array right here. And I'm going to be using three colors. I'll just use black, blue, and white. Alright, so now I have my three colors, and you can have as many as you want. I'm just going to have three. And the next thing that we have to do is set the positions that our colors will be in the actual gradient. So if the whole gradient has a value of 1, we're going to have to tell the C# compiler where we want those colors in the gradient. So we're just going to do CB, we're going to use the positions property. And this has to be set equal to a float array, so we're just going to create a new float array here. And inside of our float array is where we're going to put the positions that these colors will be. And the positions that these colors will be at will be the center of the color. So we want the center of black to be at the very beginning, so we'll just put 0 down. For blue, we just want it to be in the middle, so we're just going to say 0.5. And in order to convert it into a float, we're just going to have to put an F after it. And then we want the middle of white to be 1. So we're just going to put 1, and we have to put the F after it to convert it into a float. Alright, so if you want all the color gradients, or all the colors in your gradient to be the same length, then basically what you're going to want to do is just make it so the difference between the first and then the number after that is the same. So to get to here is 0.5, and then to get from here to here is 0.5. So say we wanted to have 4 colors, well, we'd make it 0 and then 0.33 or a third, so it's a third to get from that to that, and so on. But we'll do that after we get down these 3 colors. So now that we have our color blend all set up, now we're going to have to actually attach our color blend to our linear gradient brush. So in order to do that, we're just going to say LGB dot interpolation colors, and we're going to set that equal to our color blend. So we're just going to do equals CV, or whatever you call your color blend. And now that we have our linear gradient brush all set up, we can now draw something with our brush. So we're just going to draw a new rectangle. You can draw anything. I'm just going to draw a rectangle, and we're just going to put our brush that we use, so linear gradient brush, and then the positions for our rectangle. So I'm just going to put 20, 20, and then 50, 50, because that's the position of our gradient. Alright, so now when we debug here and click, we should see a square actually being created with the colors black, blue, and white in it. So it should start with black, then go down to blue, and finish with white. Yeah, perfect. Alright, so now I'll show you how to do it with 4 colors. So let's say we just wanted to have it go, let's say after blue it goes to like sky blue. So we'll just have to go sky blue now. Well, now this isn't going to work. Not only will it not work because we don't have enough numbers, but the values aren't correct, unless you just want to have like black be like 50% of it or something. But we don't want that. So we're just going to always start at 0 here, and then we're going to have it be 0.33 for a third, and then 0.66 for 2/3, and then 1. And you're always going to want to end on 1. So like I said before, you're just going to want to have this difference between 2 numbers inside of this array be the same if you want the values or the size of each color in your gradient to be the same. So since we want the length of black and blue and sky blue and white to all be the same, we're just going to have the difference between these each be the same. So to get from 0 to a third, it's a third. To get from a third to 2/3, it's a third. And to get from 2/3 to 1, it's a third. So just remember that. It's a quick and easy way to figure out what values you need for how many colors you have. Alright, so now when we debug here, we should see there are now 4 colors in our gradient. We should go from black to blue to sky blue and to white, and they should all be the same length. Yep, pretty much. So that's it for this tutorial on using multiple colors in your linear gradient brush. So see you guys.